So very good afternoon, everybody. And before we take a round and we move across the students and ask them what is their concept of literature now, or how they see literature in context of a metaphor, their own metaphor that they have identified to read literature, and how literature shaped them in last 5 years. There are this new students like semester 2 students also. So some of the very key objectives which we try to look through this, a quick overview of those things there. Um, it is about obviously mastering the core subject, that is literature that you are going to be studying. So literature and language, that obviously is at the core, that at the end of the year you are somewhere better off in understanding literature. Your literary sensibilities have developed a little bit better than what it was at the end of third year of BA, and your language capabilities have also improved a little bit, if not tremendously, then slight improvement should be there even in your language capacities. So these are core things, and along with that, as it is necessary to look at digital skills in today's time, so how you have developed digital skills, both the things are to be seen there. Then four types of thinking, whether you are able to develop the thinking abilities in different ways or not, that we have to see. Digital citizenship, are you understanding what is to be a citizen in a digital era, and how one should have a digital presence in different ways. Here it is about academic, so your academic journey and academic branding, how you do through your learning or your academic life. Along with that, how you develop your academic journey over digital platform, and the academic branding also, and sense of belonging with whatever you are producing in the classroom. It is believed that in today's time, students who are working in classroom, whatever they generate or produce in the classroom should be archived, curated, uploaded on some digital space. It should not go in vain in the classroom. Anything that is done by teachers and students should be available somewhere on digital platform. That becomes something necessary condition to live in 21st century, and whether that is happening or not with our things there. And it is believed that digital portfolio helps in building self-confidence. So whether you are now self-confident about yourself or not, so far as your learning and other things are concerned or not, because people say that it is ultimately self-confidence that plays a vital role in real life situations. If you are confident enough about anything, then you can win the things. Otherwise, whatever capabilities you have, you may not work out the thing. People say digital portfolio help in building confidence also. So these are some of those objectives. So first thing that we were seeing, that Holly Clark has observed this, that anything that is done by students in the classroom should be curated, archived, and it should be available as a part of digital citizenship on digital platform. And through that, students should be learning digital literacy skills also, necessary now. Any class, any work that people are doing, even if physical works are done, they have to think, teachers have to think, students have to think that how this can go somewhere on digital platform, how it can be preserved. That is very, very necessary. And I repeat this because I'm still seeing that you are not understanding this. Many of you are still not understanding this idea that why whatever you do should be somewhere available on digital platform. And because we have seen this for many years, we planned several things that if you tell students, they are not going to do. If you tell, they are not going to do. So you have to do something that at least minimum things are available online. So PPT compulsory. Earlier students were coming and telling that I will not prepare PPT, I will just make presentation. So we said no, you have to make PPT, because that PPT will go on SlideShare. It will be on digital platform. It will not go in vain. The paper will go in vain. All these papers will become pasti, but something on a SlideShare will not become pasti. Then assignments, printed, handwritten you give, but we thought that you have to go for blog also. So at least at the end of 2 years, you have, if nothing, then also 15 to 20 presentations, 15 to 20 blogs, at least that much is there with everybody. At least that much work everybody has produced during the study, and that is available for curating, for archiving, and for digital portfolio also. To make a site or a blog is easy, but there should be a content also. And without content, what people are going to do with their blog or site? So students should have some digital content, and it should be a integral part of the study. So right from the first day that you come to department, you are doing something digitally. Something is happening which is online. This time we have given QR code, and you scan a QR code, you enter into Google Classroom, you go there, there is an online quiz available, and you have to write something, take a photo and submit that in Google Classroom. So that was like beginning. If you handwrite anything also, it will be digitized and will be made available to you even in the 4th semester. So whatever you have written on the first day here, we will give it back to you in the 4th semester, that this is what you have done. So that is how it begins. The journey begins in that way, and then subsequently thinking activities are there, online tests are there, which all becomes a record which remains with all the students there. Thinking, integrative thinking, reflective thinking, thinking in community, and thinking in context, which obviously tend to say that you are not only seeing at your syllabus as something that is not connected with your life, but you try to connect your life, your surrounding, along with what you are learning. Necessarily, it is very, very important. So in our classroom discussion, time and again, we bring what is happening outside the classroom. Newspaper cuttings, newspaper photographs, whatever is happening. We ask you to Google and see the news to see that what is happening and how it is connected constantly, because that helps in all these 4 types of thinking. You see your syllabus in connection with the life around which we are living. So that purpose. Now, for the same thing, thinking activities are also designed. That whatever points are given, you are supposed to connect that point with something outside. We are not able to get very good success with thinking abilities or thinking activities still. We are still not able to see what we are like expecting, that you see things in such a way that it is surprising to us also, that it is something new for us also, that you have connected the things in such a way that it is our gain also, it is a teacher's gain also. That is supposed to be ideally in an academic environment, because young learners are also having their own way of looking at the world. So if they have those capabilities, they will look at it in such a way that they will help teachers also to see those things with a newer, fresher perspective also. So we still keep on telling you that, well, you still have to connect the dot, and somewhere if it will happen, we will let you know also that, well, here something is happening as such. It is for this only that we try to tell you that in your presentations and assignments, don't only stick to the syllabus, but try to connect that with some other things. It can be regional literature, it can be something happening around, and some of you are able to do that. There we have to say that some of you are successfully able to understand that. So you are comparing it with either popular cinema or web series or the happenings around the thing that you are trying to bring. So presentations and assignments are those topics where all this thinking, different abilities are developed. And all those things that you are doing is there on digital portfolio. It is there. Your presentations are there. Your assignments are also there, apart from your thinking activities and other things. So that is how your digital portfolio is rich enough, which reflects your variety of thinking abilities also. And you should be confident about this. You should be very confident about this. The new students might have experienced that how confident all these people were when they were talking about their digital portfolio, their connection with that, whether they were or not, that you can see. And if you have seen that they were, then you have to imitate that. In the next year, you have to imitate. And if you found them somewhere lacking, then try to make it off and see that you do not display that lack of confidence when you work on your portfolios. Then it is your academic journey. Last 2 years of your academic journey is now at your fingertips. Anything that you have done is not lost. It is preserved here, and that itself gives us a wonderful way of looking at our academic life. Today, at the end of semester, 4 semesters, also you might be looking at it in a different way. But as the time will pass, and as you will move on towards the career in the life or in a society, then if you will come back and see, it will again be a kind of happy shock to you, that this is what you were doing. This is how you were making presentations, and all those things become very significant there. So that way, perhaps it will keep on helping you. It will keep on be a part of your life journey about whatever you have done. Many times we feel that whatever we have done in our masters, we want to see, but it is nowhere there. It is nowhere. Our MA is only there in form of mark sheet. There is no other document that we have done MA. There are no photographs also of when we were doing MA. So there is no evidence as such that whether we have done masters and graduation or not, except for a printed mark sheet which university has given us. As compared to that, you have lot many things about your master's program, about your master's and other things. Lot many things are there. So that is a very interesting academic journey that you can see there. Professional branding or academic branding, that what you are academically, that is very important in today's time. So this will reflect as such for your academic branding and other things also. Badhyani sir might have told you about that, how today even social media networks and that are very important for our branding. So what we do on that, and the job givers obviously are looking all those things. They try to see that how what you are doing, and then so this branding on social media and other things is very important nowadays. This point that when you work on all these things, have you ever seen that this professional branding or the things are helping you, like looking at your digital profile and your digital work, the way you have presented yourself, were you invited anywhere to talk about it? That is, maybe that might not have happened with everybody yet. Sometimes we have such students that while they are still there, they are going for workshops as a resource person, and they do extension of work in different way also. But somewhere all those things has happened because of the way you are projecting yourself on social media or on your blogs and other thing. And so somebody thought that, well, you are useful to us, to our students. So you come to our college or our school and talk with our teachers or our students. That has to happen. That has to. So then it becomes a success story. Somebody whom you have never met, you have never gone to those people, and there is not at all any kind of personal meeting, and yet they are inviting you for some kind of an academic deliberations. So then that becomes a success story of what we do it as a digital professional branding or digital academic branding. It means that, well, things are working, and they are working also with our students, also with our other teachers also. It is working, and they are becoming resource persons in various programs organized by people in other states also, where you don't know them personally. You don't know them personally, but there is only a digital connection, and through which you are invited to share your knowledge. That is a success story. That has to happen. Then we can say that, well, our whatever work we are doing, we are getting some success with that also. Sense of belonging and to own the learning, which is very, very important thing. So how you own your learning, like I told you earlier also, that you are not presenting for me, for teachers. You are presenting or writing blog for your sake. You think that this is my blog, this is my video, this is my presentation. That is owning that. So I have to work on that. Whether anybody is reading it or not, it is not important for me. Whether anybody is watching that video or not, it is absolutely not important for me. Why I say this? Because whenever I talk about this, that why don't teachers or other people make videos and upload, they would say that, but nobody is watching. Nobody is coming to watch. That I say, it is not for others, it is for yourself. It is for you. Do you own your thing in different way, and then can you work out on those capacities or not? So that is there. If you were given an option whether you want to record or your presentations or not, I don't think all of you might be ready. Hardly 20-30% would be ready. The other would say no, don't record our videos if given an option. So we don't give an option. Right? For quite many years now, 10 years back, you might have seen digital portfolios of students who passed in 2011 and 12 also. Their videos also we were recording. When we were not having all these tools, another thing, the videos, quality of videos are also not very good. But still, we were doing those things and giving them. We don't know whether they are using those things, looking at those things or not, talking about that with other people or not. We are not aware about those things because they are not sharing, or they are not vocal about it. And this happens because normally we have a large number of girls, and girls normally go into the household work and they are lost around their children and husband and in-laws, so they have nothing to talk about now. So now they are busy with other kind of a life rather than academic life. So we hope that, and there are boys, but boys we don't know how they are engaging themselves with their academic life, whether they are getting or doing anything or not. Normally they remain silent. They are or normally silent in the class also. They remain silent when they go outside also. So well, then we don't get a proper voice, but we hope. We have to tell every time. We have to tell every time, and we hope that maybe in this batch people will remain vocal in speaking about those things there. And then it will boost students' self-confidence. It has to boost students' self-confidence also. Now, that again is something that you can tell. I cannot tell whether it is boosting your self-confidence or not. Some of you are very openly sharing everything with other people. So I can say that, well, your confidence level is high. You are very openly sharing your blogs, your thinking activities. You are telling people to read your thinking activities. But how many of them? Like 3, 4, 5 students? Not more than that. So it ratio may come down to 20, 25% only. So still 70, 75% are perhaps not confident enough to talk about this. So when we, at the end of the year and the end of 2 years, when we try to analyze, we also try to see where we still have not got success. Our success rate is hardly 20, 25%. Failure is still 70, 75%. So we still have to work very hard on the students. Subsequent batches and other people, we have to keep on working hard, because we forget 100%. Our goal is 100%. But still our success rate is around 25% only, and still we are not able to convince normally 75% of the students that why all these things are important. We are somewhere failing, or maybe there are other circumstances that they are learning more from the other people than from us. In that capacity also we can say that it is also our failure, that we are not able to convince them that why these things are necessary part of our academic life and our journey also. But well, if it is happening, then it is boosting your self-confidence. You are engaging in a better way with your learning also there. So these are some of the important aspects to look at in a wider way, to look at a digital portfolio there, which the new students might have seen, or you yourself might have experienced. You yourself are the better judge of yourself, that well, these things have worked with you, or it has absolutely not worked with you. I told you that it has worked only with 25% of the students. With 75% it has not worked. And you also can tell whether with you it has worked or it has not worked. You are a better judge of those things. If you write a blog, write honestly about all these things. Don't just make a show off, but honestly tell that, well, things were there, but we were not interested in all these things. We thought that this is wastage of time, and we never realized that whether the digital portfolio is necessary or not. In our another academic life, up till now, 10 plus 2 plus 3, it was not there, and we enjoyed our academic life. We never lacked this kind of a thing. That also you can write. There is nothing wrong in being honest with whatever experience we have about our academic journey. Okay, so now a very quick round I will take. I'll take. Okay, fine. Yes. Next one is Anjali. Where? Yeah. Okay.
My metaphor about literature is the rising sun. As a sun rises in every morning, it brings with a new shine. As a literature, when we wake up early morning with a new idea, and literature gave like a sun. Every morning, sun is not with the shine with the same angle. As usual, the literature is bring with a new ideas. Uh, and the literature gave me too much knowledge. And before MA, I think about literature is just collecting essay, novels, autobiographies, poetry, fictions, non-fictions, and now my perspective was totally changed. Literature is gave me a worldview. What is going on in the world? That kind of a perspective gave by me literature, given by literature. So this is my.
Okay. Finally, rising sun is the also a good metaphor. It would have been good if you might have also told that, well, literature is failing in shaping also the variety of literature that we study, and then perhaps it is not working also in life. So what are our life experiences and how literature is playing a vital role? So even as a kind of a critique of this, that do literature make really any kind of an impact in our life or not? The answer can be no also, or the very question can be critiqued, that how or what capacity that we try to see. So that also can be thought of when you think in this direction. Okay, so finally let us come to our spreadsheet, which we ask you to fill. So let us see what are the things that you have filled in this spreadsheet. You can put here. Okay, Anjali, your word is missing still. Adjective, Anjali is there. Yeah, so this you see that. Okay. Best adjective, best adverb, sentence connector, toughest or difficult word, metaphor, and symbol, if it is there. Okay. Okay, fine. So this you have filled the details here. And in this details about your digital presence over various platforms, that is YouTube, blog, SlideShare, how things are there. So these are the views on YouTube that people are, how many people have been attracted towards your thing. So uh, Daya has 10,000 views. That seems to be the highest in this. Yes, on YouTube, the people who might have come. Yeah? So I think you have prepared this when you were doing B.Ed. Yeah? So this video seems to be about the B.Ed lessons. So right from the B.Ed day. So earlier the better. Earlier if you open and do, then it is better. So semester 2 students, still it is time for you if you have not opened your YouTube channel. Only 3 students participated in Teachers Day from semester 2 class. So those 3 students will have a YouTube channel as a part of virtual Teachers Day. Others may not have, and we hope they might have prepared, but normally our hopes are hopeless. People normally don't do the things until the last moment comes. The last month comes, the last night comes, then only people normally move on. Otherwise, you can have a better things there also. Riddhi also has a good number here. Then about 1,000, Lata, Kishan, and Aditi also has a good number of things there. Okay, fine. Pina also has more than 1,000. Uh, then, if you see blogs, who is at the top in the blog? You all also can see on your pages. You also can help. Yes. Who is at the top? I think Riddhi, have you not put the number? Riddhi's number is missing there. Stuti, you have not put the numbers. Do it quickly, then you will not do. આપણે છૂટા પડ્યા પછી તમે નહીં જ કરો, મને 100% ખાતરી છે. 2 વર્ષનો અનુભવ છે. My learning outcome also, how you shaped me. If I have to say that how you shaped me, then this I have to say. So right now, write the things there. Pina 10,000, okay. 5,000 Hiral, 5,000 Daya, okay. 3,000 Lata, 4,000 Nidhi. Okay, so these are somewhere at the top in this. Okay. So you can also have a creative writing, as Hiral has put this, which are more number of visitors have come to watch this blogs. This you have to put here. It is the top three. Top three means the best viewed, most viewed. This is top three. Top three means not which is the top. The last is at the top normally. Last is at the top. That is how the blogs are there. So I think you have put this last as top. Translation is at the highest, but this blog you might have written right now only. This must be the last blog. So that only is the highest. No other blogs are there. Okay? Because this translation is the last unit that you might have done. And assignment 1, now this helps you to say that you have to give proper title to your blog. This helps you to tell that you have to give proper title. So you don't know what is this assignment. Okay, Khushbu, you have to put here things. Stuti is still putting. Okay, then slide share. Yeah. In slide share, who is at the top? Niyati is not there, but she has put the things, I think. Yeah? Okay. Yes, who is at the top in slide share? Whose presentations has been searched, googled and viewed by many people. Tina, 6,000? Yeah, yes, okay. She has an advantage of 1 year because this is her third year in masters. So 1 year matters a lot. If it is done earlier one, then that is there. Okay. Then around 2,000 we have this 2,800, 2,200. Okay. And still some of you have not put the things here. Total number of poems, novels, plays that you have studied in last 5 years. Yes, it is last 5 years. Total number of novels, poems, plays that you have studied, that you have to put here. So I think these are very low numbers. This 5 and 9 only won't be there. I think more than 5 you have studied in masters only. Novels, we are talking about BA and MA. So 5 is doubtful number. So have you understood who is first? Aditi has not put the things, or collectively you have to put all 5 years, the total number you put. So why there is still that confusion? You can ask other people કે તમે આટલું બધું કેમ ભણી લીધા? અમે તો આટલું જ ભણ્યા. આવો પ્રશ્ન થાય કે તમે આટલું, એટલે કોઈ કહે કે નહીં આમાં 5 વર્ષના, એટલે આપણે સુધારી લઈએ. Talk with people. That is the thinking in community, learning from class. જે એક આશય છે, અલગ પ્રકારના thinking માં એક એ છે. How you learn from class, how you talk with people about your things. We have made many times this comment that people talk a lot about, like you gossip about people in recess, before the class, after the class. But why don't you talk about topics by learning what you have learned from today's class or the unit? Then there won't be confusion. Then you don't have such confusion if that happens. Okay, our purpose for this is to see that you tell other people, to your other students, if you meet that, keep on sharing all these things. occasionally keep on sharing this on social media, on Twitter, Facebook, or whatever platform, so that every time you share, 10-15 people will click by mistake something, and you may get something. But the point is that you are proud of your work. We keep on sharing things about what we are proud of. We own something, and so we love to share those things. Something that is valuable to us, we keep on sharing with other people. Why our academic life is not valuable to us? Why don't we share about it? Why we are completely silent about our academic things? That is the question. And we want you to do that. Worldwide, people will tell you that how you can share about birthday photographs, about going on a seashore photograph, going on a mountain, sunset, sunrise, all those photographs, lot many people are doing. That we don't have to teach, that you are learning from so many other people. And they all are teaching you all those things, that you are traveling, take a photo from a bus and post it, that beautiful sunset, sunrise is happening. We don't have to teach, we have to teach academic. That you will not find. Very rarely people will be sharing about what academically they are doing. And that you keep on doing. Presentations keep on sharing on these platforms, blogs, keep on sharing YouTube, particular videos, you keep on sharing, and then you may get something good. So maybe you will give this message to your juniors, that keep on sharing so you can have a good number, a respectable number, where you can not only be jealous of other people, but other people can be jealous of you. That way you can put the number, that let other be jealous of you, rather than you be jealous of other people. But talk in that way about those things there. Okay, fine. Then we end this recording also here about this session about digital portfolio demonstration. Okay?